As a beginner in graphic design, landing your first few gigs can seem challenging, but with the right approach, you can start working with clients who are ready to hire at your skill level. Here are some practical tips to get you started. 1. Leverage your personal network. You can start with family and friends. Let people in your immediate circle know that you're offering design services. They may need help with a logo, flyer, or social media graphics for their personal projects or businesses. Even if they don't need your design work, they can refer you to others. Word of mouth referrals are a great way to find early clients. Number two, use freelance platforms. Sign up for freelance websites like Upwork and Fiverr. And these sites are great for beginners because many clients are looking for affordable design solutions. And you can build up your portfolio as you go. You work with one client, another client, you have projects to show in your portfolio. Start small. Look for small, simple gigs such as designing social media posts or business cards. Remember, we've already covered these. These can be easier to win and complete quickly, helping you build confidence as a graphic designer. So I'll show you a few of those platforms. I'll show you Upwork and also show you LinkedIn, which can be very, very helpful in your job search. Let's dive right in. So first, I'll be showing you Upwork. And here you go into upwork.com, you sign up for an account. You can use your email or use your Google account to create an account. This is an already finished profile, but I'll be showing you how it works. So here you have jobs. When you come in to find work, in your find work section, if you click in there, you see jobs that are posted. You can see here posted 4 minutes ago, posted 7 minutes ago, social media post and flyer design for webinar promotion. You can see the budget here and you can click in here. So Upwork uses a connect system. They give you 10 free connects every month, but you can also buy more connects based on your need. Each job posted would require a specific number of connects. Some might be 16, some might be 5, some might be 8, depending on the kind of project and the kind of clients who is posting the project. So once you click into a project, you see something that looks like this. You see more details. You can read through and read what the client actually is expecting. Remember, we talked about our design brief. Some clients will give you another brief after you have read this description, and some of them, this is the brief that you get. They explain here what they're trying to achieve, what they want to do, and what they require from you. So you can go in here, you see the budgets, you see the skill level that they're looking for, intermediate. Some might say they're looking for experts, some might say they're looking for beginners. So you can check through. So here you can see the activity on the job. You can see the proposals that have been sent. It's currently less than 5. You can see that they're currently interviewing no one. They haven't sent any invites, so they don't have any invites answered. Some projects you might see less than 50 proposals sent. So depending on the kind of project and the money they're offering. So if you want to apply, you can see send a proposal for 9 connects. And here you see your available connects. You can click on apply now and it opens in a new tab, a proposal section. This is another area that I want to show you in Upwork. So here you can choose the profile you're applying with. You can either use your general profile or you can create specialized profile in the profile section to apply with. You can use your general profile for regular design jobs, but you can also create a specific logo designs profile that houses logo designs and some brand identity work that you've done. And again, you see the connect, you see some information here. You'll be asked if you want to be paid by milestone. And what that is if you start the job, they can give you milestones. So you say maybe when you complete the first draft or when you send your sketch or when you, whatever the milestones are. And for each milestone, they'll break the payments into those different sections. So when you're completing your draft, a certain amount is paid to your accounts and so on like that. And by project would be once you're done with the whole project, you get paid. You can bid a specific amount. So even though they have put a budget, you can come in here and say, oh, like I'm bidding 100 or I'm bidding 20, right? To maybe attract the clients. And Upwork takes 10%. and they'll show you how much you would receive. So how long would this project take? You can select less than a month, 1 to 3, 3 to 6, more than 6 months. You make that selection there. And here is where you write your cover letter. So this is where you explain your experience. This is where you pitch to the clients and essentially tell them the work that you do and how you can help them solve their problem. Again, you see the description of the project here. You can see that here. Click on more. You see more information here. You can read this and tailor your cover letter to that. And then once you're done, you can come in here, and if you have some specific portfolio you've added on your Upwork profile, you add that here. If you have a specific job that you've done that you want to pitch with, you can add that here. And if you have a certificate in Upwork that you want to pitch with, you can add that here as well. And even though you've used 9Connect, you can also bid. So you can bid for a first place. You can set a bid here. So instead of 9 connects, say you do 12 connects because you want Upwork to raise your bid. I wouldn't advise that you do that at this stage. So be judicious with your connects. And then once you're done, you simply just hit on send for 9 connects and you have your proposal sent to the client. Let's come back to home. And remember, we're going through the same process with each project. You can go back here and check the different projects, but you can also add filters. So to add filters, you come into search for jobs and type in, say, graphic design. And once you search, it will show you filtering options. You can see that here. So you can say you want projects that the client is looking for entry level designers. So you can see here, based on graphic design, there are 1,872 jobs. As we move further, we begin to lower that. So you can say you want clients who pay hourly or you want a fixed price. If we select fixed price, you can see the number here. So after here, we have 1,048. Let's go further. If you say you only want job posts that have less than 5 proposals, so you're not competing with so many people yet, or 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, you can see them here. Let's say we select less than 5. If you've worked with somebody before and they're posting another job, you see that here. You want their payment verified. So people who have verified their payment, so you know that you get your payment after the job. Then you can either choose clients that have not hired anyone before, or they've hired between 1 to 9 or 10 plus. So you can select multiple or just leave it unselected. So it will show you any kind. And you can also go further and select your client location, time zone, the length, the hours per week, and the job duration. So based on that filter, you see the projects here. You see the projects here. And the same thing, you go in, click on a project. You see the description here. And when you swipe down, you see activity on the job. Again, you can see that they've hired one person already. So if you see that they've hired one person, go back to be sure that they're trying to hire more than one person before you send a proposal. Because if they've hired somebody and the person does a good job for them, even if you send your proposal for 9 connects, 10 connects, you lose the connects because the client has already fulfilled the project. So here you can see the client's history where they've employed somebody before. And another good way to personalize your cover letter is to find the client's name. So Upwork wouldn't originally show you the client's name. So in your cover letter, you probably just say, hey, employer, hey, clients, whatever the case is. But if they have previous projects, in this section, you see the comments that they've left to freelancers that they've worked with before. But you can also see the freelancers' comments to the clients. And you can see the client's name here, Rahul. You can also check for that to make sure that's the name, Rahul. And so in your cover letter, instead of just saying, hey, employer, just hi there, you can say, hello, Rahul, and continue your pitch from there. And so essentially, this is how you get around in Upwork, but you have to set up your profile. If we go to home, so here you see complete your profile. If you haven't completed it, you can click on complete your profile, and then it will show you all the different areas where you can add things. So add your education, add video introduction, add certification, show you things that you haven't completed. So you can go in there and add them to your profile. So let's go to my profile here. Let's click on this. You can see your profile, or just click on your name here. And here you can see your profile. So remember when I talked about personalized profile, I have a graphic design personalized profile, or you can just go to all work. Here as well, you can add your projects. You can go in here, click on plus. So when clients come to your profile, they can see projects you worked on in the past. Let's go back. So here you see your connects. If you go down, you see your work history, so projects that you've completed. So clients can see that so that they know what to expect from you. So they will see the client's feedback on that project up there. And here you can add a catalog. You can request a testimonial from a previous client. If you have any certification, you see that here. And you can also add your employment history and other experiences as well. So once you have your profile completed, you can start applying for jobs, and you might just get your first gig on here. But note that this is just another option, Upwork. You can also use LinkedIn. Let's move over to LinkedIn. And here you have to set up your profile the same way you go to your profile. You can add a cover here, so you can design that, and add your about section, the skills that you have. You can feature some projects. When you make posts, you see them over here, or when you reshare posts, you can add your experiences and more things here, your certificates from other platforms, your education projects, all of that here. And once you have your profile set up again as well, you can simply go to jobs. And in jobs, you can search for specific projects. So here in title, we can search for graphic design. So the ones that are labeled easy apply, once you click on easy apply, it uses your resume or CV that you've added to your profile to easily apply for the job. They'll ask you a few questions and you can apply. But the other ones, you might be taken to another website, you might be required to send an email or just apply for the job on here. And you can see more details about each of the jobs that you click. So if you click on a job here, so another option is to approach local businesses. Small businesses often need design work, but may not have the budget for an expensive design agency or an expert graphic designer. So if you offer to help them with branding, their menu design, the social media graphics, you can even reach out to social media managers as well and ask them if you could work with them in creating designs for their posts. You can offer a free sample. So consider creating a free mockup or a sample design to show them, just so that they can see what you can do. This will give them a reason to trust you with paid work. So if you create a sample for a brand, say on Instagram, and you communicate with them, they see what you create, they can maybe set up a contract with you. And even if they're paying small, you can increase that as you go. And the more that you create designs, the more that you can load up your portfolio and apply for better jobs as you go.